Hi, guys. It's so weird. And there's two of me.
It's awesome. Looks like eyes. Looks totally like eyes.
Oh, it's driving me crazy. One of me is Max Headroom. Okay. Whew. Oh, I think I got rid of the wrong one. Yeah, I can hear
Is there a wrong Ed?
Let's see. Now hear me. Oh, I have to kick my oneself out.
Kick your oneself.
I don't know how.
I'll be right back too. 1 second.
So, guys, thank you everyone for coming out to the Geek Show. Somehow, I wiped my screen, and oh my gosh, I hear myself twice in my head. It's so distracting. But somehow I ended up with two of me. So, okay, we got to figure out how to get rid of one of these. Remove from screen. Okay.
Did you get the right one?
Okay. I'm going to leave completely and come back.
Okay.
And see if both disappear.
I will. I'll say hi.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, peeps. We got Patty. Patty was first at 1 o'clock. And then S, DD, J Rock, Steph, Skull Aquatics came in. Debbie Holding. Hi there. Hi there. Jeremy. Excuse me. Tampa Tom. What's going on? S. We said hi to S. Delilah's Critters. Hey, good to see you too. I think I got everybody so far. And Ed just looks frozen, which is weird that I didn't take him out of it. He's having some technical difficulties. But yeah. Was I helloed? You were, Patty. I said you were the first one here at 1 o'clock. Right on the dot. And we went from having two Eds to just one frozen Ed. But he'll be back in a minute. Oh, now he's popped off. Oh, I think there's still a dog in here. Pugsy, what are you doing, crazy? What are you doing? Puggers. Go on, Pugs. Go on, Puggers. We got all kinds of stuff going on. There's John, My Fish Tank Aquatics. Patty's famous for being early and then late, which, no, not going to go there. Whoa, hey, Canastillo, what's going on, dude? So, and there's Stephen P., and I apologize about Pugsley barking. All right, I think we got it. I think we got it solved. All right, that part's solved. Okay. All right, we're good. Dogs are all gone. Ed will be back. Look, I got a new plant. Dogs are back. What the hell's going on? I got a new plant right here. Monstero. Yep, Pugsy's in here. I can hear. Come here, Puggers. Want to say hi? Come here. Want to say hi? Come here, look at this. Come on. Come on. She's freaking out. Aiden's playing with her, so she's freaking out. At least Pugsy closes the door after leaving. She's still in here. And Aiden closed the door on her, I believe. Aiden is my son, my youngest. Was going to ax about the new foliage. I got those from Cassie's Critters. Same people I got my Pseudomagills from. Country Max. It wasn't bad. I can't remember. I think it was like $10 for that little guy. Which for a Monstero is not bad. Should I Febreze her? I got a new plant too. I got a pothos that I'm not going to put in my tanks. I got to put pothos. Oh no, I think I have pothos in all of them. I don't think I have anything that Well, I don't have in the 55 because it's just weird how it is. But you can see some hanging down right there. That's in the new one, the new tank. I just put a trimming in there, and obviously you see this big guy back here. Plants are everywhere. I got to find a place for the Monstero though, and it actually needs to be repotted already. Big J's in the house. What's going on? Vanosky Tanks came in. We're just waiting on Ed to come back. Ed's having some issues, so he'll be back in just a minute. Some technical difficulties, and we'll talk about comic books and other stuffs. How old is the Long Long Pothos? You know what? I have no idea. It's split off. I mean, we separated it from something else a long time ago, and that one's in the living room. Oh, we all sorted? Yay!
Yeah, I accidentally hit the power button, so I had to reboot the whole stupid thing on accident. I was like just freaking out trying to get it to stop.
There's Fishymon. I see you, Fishymon. Sandy Dowdy. What's going on, Sandy? I think I said hi to everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. What's on the schedule?
Not a whole
Daddy
lot.
said it's on the schedule. Oh, Steven, you on later. Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
With
Actually, a whole lot is on.
Kenny. Is that Kenny or is that Danny? We got hello, Ed and Rico. Oh, I don't see the rest. I think that's Danny. We're gonna find out in just 1 second. Here it comes.
Well,
there it is. That's Kenny.
Anniversary, Danny.
Yes, that's Kenny.
Oh, and Kenny. Well, wait. If it's for Kenny, happy Vikings win. If it's Danny, happy anniversary.
32 years. Congratulations. Ours is this Saturday. 23rd.
Wow. My mom, dad's is coming up too.
It's a good time.
I think they were getting they're in the mid 50s.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Wednesday night, in 2 days, I get to go to my very first fish club meeting.
Woo!
So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's super cool.
And I might get to meet Dank Tanks there. Not sure yet, but maybe I might get to meet him. So very cool.
That's super neat. Well, I'm terribly sorry, folks. I have no idea how I put two of me up there. But I could hear myself like a second after I said it in my ears twice somehow. I don't know. It was like a bizarre loop. I think only I could hear. But it was killing me.
There's Jenny and Anthony. Anthony's lurking. So many cool people. And where's Daniel?
So
Daniel Velez. Oh, geez, I missed you, Daniel. There's Brother Dan.
Here's a tip for all you folks when you're in StreamYard. Never go like this across your keyboard to dust off the cat hair that could be up there. Oh.
Ben Backstrom came in. What's up, Ben?
Hey, man. Wow, we got a whole mess of good people.
Yeah, people still trickling in.
Well, can I tell you a story before we get into the comic books?
Is the story about the background that we're looking at?
Yes.
Then I would very much love to hear that story.
Okay, guys, I'm going to remove Rico and I just so you can see this for a second.
Except nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
You just wanted them to see it.
Yeah. You guys, so that is the tunnel going in to the aquarium in Mall of America. And I was like, I went to Mall of America and I was just hanging out all day long by myself. My cousin was getting married, so I just drove up there to see her wedding. Her wedding isn't till the next day. So I had nothing to do all day. So I said, figure, check out the mall. And then I found out they had an aquarium. So I went to the aquarium and it's like the middle. Well, I guess it was I think my cousin got married on a Friday night. It's a lot more affordable to get married on Fridays and Saturdays. So I was there on Thursday and I decided, and I also got a hotel real close to the Mall of America so I could just walk there. And, I start going through the aquarium and I did the behind the scenes tour first. So I saw how they feed the fish and do all that. That was real neat. And then the last leg is where you go through the big saltwater tubes. And I took this photo, and then I went around the corner, and there was an old lady with incontinence leaning against the glass like this, filling her drawers right over the intake because they have these air suction things. And it was like
that's not where I thought this story was going at all.
I was like dying I was like, what is that horrible smell? Oh my God. Oh. And this old lady's like this. And I kind of walked by her and I says, I'll get help. She says, thank you. And I just kind of ran after that.
Did you actually get help?
Yeah. Well, I told the girl at the other end to make sure people don't walk both ways. I said, you got an old lady out there pooping in the hall or pooping in the tube. And she went, huh? Oh! And then she like ran. She started to run. She was pulling her walkie-talkie off her hip. And I just kept going the other way.
I wonder if they have a code for that. We've got a code 35. Code 35. Pooping in the tube. Tube pooping.
Well, and actually, as I was going out of the whole place, there were two guys saying that they have senior citizens that do things like that all the time there because they like to walk through it, and they give the seniors a deal where if they buy one ticket a year, they can walk through it every year or every day because they walk all over Mall of America in the morning, these old folks. But yeah, that was pretty horrific.
Oh, and you got to feel horrible because it's not like the person probably did it on purpose, probably could not help herself. At a certain age,
well, anybody can get diarrhea. Anybody can get diarrhea. Trust me.
Sure, it just happens a lot more. It's called Code Brown. Yes, we got a Code Brown. The same thing happened. I have a relatable story when I worked in the grocery store. So I'm in the back area with produce department, right? Getting stuff ready, trimming things and getting all set up. And I'm back there, and this older guy comes back, and he's like shuffling a little bit, and he goes, bathroom, where's the bathroom right now? And I said, sir, the bathroom's way in the other corner of the place. And he just had this horrified look on his face. And he was like, and then he was wearing shorts, and it happened right then and there. In the back room at the Bashas on Apache Trail in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, wow.
So he right there, he couldn't help it, and he just was horrified. His face there was a look of horror that I sort of was making eye contact with him because I had been talking to him as it occurred. So we had eye contact.
You saw his pupils go
as it was going on. Wow, what a way to start the stream, man.
Well, but dude, she was standing right over it because they have like these. I think it sucks the air through the bottom and then shoots it out maybe on the other somewhere. Well, you can see the vents on the side right there at the bottom of the photo. And she was like leaning against the glass. So
that looks like it blows instead of sucks.
Well, one side blows and one side sucks.
Yes, it does. That's pretty much true of everything in life.
But, oh my gosh. I mean, maybe they could bring some duct tape and wrap it around her pants or something. Oh, horrible.
That's a great way to start. Some other people came in. Let's see. There's Rocco. What's going on, Rocco? John McKenzie. Hey, I don't know if we said hi to John earlier. Michael A. Just picked up a Monstera in a 1.9 gallon pot for $25 at Home Depot. Very cool. Love those plants. Let's see. We got Kenny. I never understood mall joggers. I do in Minnesota, don't you know? Because, it's Minnesota, and in the wintertime, that probably being inside the mall is probably a pretty pleasant place to be.
Oh, for sure.
We got Canastillo, Dee Dee. We said hi to Aquaballs. What's up, George? Ames came in.
But it also sucked because that was the one area I wanted to go through real slow.
Yeah.
Because that's the big tank where you just get to. But instead, I was like, speed walking through there. It was before my back injury. So that was quite a few years ago.
So I
probably could have sprinted. Yeah. pretty gross.
So, how was your weekend? You weren't feeling good this weekend.
No, I had a rough. Well, actually, Saturday was a lot of fun. I spent the day in Knoxville,
Yeah.
and that was a lot of fun. And then I didn't feel too good yesterday. They got real cold here. It's like in the 50s right now, and I'm a human barometer, so it's kind of a drag. But tonight I'm moving. I have to help my dad move the grill to the upstairs porch area because they bought a cow this weekend.
Oh yeah, you were saying they were going to get that. Yep.
And
Parts.
And our freezer broke. Well, we had a freezer that was my mom and dad got it like when I was 5 or 7 or something, because I remember getting on my tiptoes and just looking in, because they said they got a freezer and got a pig that year, and I wanted to see the pig, and it was just a whole bunch of white packages.
Yeah, it's all like, wrapped butcher
doesn't
paper.
Look like a pig to me, but it was still very exciting. But so my dad plugged in that freezer to get it going. He hadn't ran it since he moved to Tennessee, and it didn't even start up, just completely dead. And he was like, "Oh, it's only about 20 years old." And I was like, "I wish it was only 20 years old." But yeah, more like closer to 40 years old.
Gotcha. So did he have room for the cow parts, or you had to go buy one real quick? Or
we had to go buy one.
Yeah.
And they used to have a lot more freezers at Lowe's, but right now they only had 4 in stock. 3. They had 4 in stock, 2 bigs and 2 littles. And he was thinking about getting a little one. And then he saw that there was a Whirlpool one that was 16 square feet. And he's like, "Oh, I want to help the economy. I'm going to buy an American one." And then it turns out it was made in Italy. Oh, well. But
yeah, anything that's got a lot of parts is not. It's been made everywhere.
Yeah, but it's still good that he got a big one, and so. But he got his cow today and filled it up, and it's awesome.
Chubbs came in, and Aquaball said my blue Galaris killifish laid some eggs this morning. I have to collect some. I'm Easter egg hunting this morning. Very cool. Very cool. And Jess is trying to get her blue Galaris to go. I think she got eggs, but I don't think she ever got them to hatch. She might have. I haven't talked to her about that in a few days.
I need to text Jess and let her know that I know somebody that's interested in one of her upcoming puppies. I keep forgetting to do that.
What else was I? Oh, Jess is still out, with she had some dental surgery, and she's going to be out through tomorrow for the morning show. So I'm helping Rocco out, and Shanna's been there with us too. 503 Aquatics, been a lot of fun. So we'll be on again tomorrow, and then hopefully Jess will be back with us Thursday. But we're obviously not pushing her. That's a pretty painful thing. So we hope to see her back on Thursday. There's CJ Black. Good to see you.
CJ Black.
And did I say hi to Chubbs? Chubbs said hi to everybody. Chubbs is here. Hi, Chubbs.
Chubbs is awesome.
A lot of cool people.
There are. Dee Dee was in the chat before I had to lose everything and come back. Well, Dee Dee posted on one of my shorts saying that the little goldfish sure does have pink gills, and all of them had like a pink gill flap of that type of goldfish. I don't know why. But
just yours, you mean, or that strain has them?
Well, all the ones in that tank.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a goldfish. And they had like 25 goldfish in there, and they were all like the same size, probably all from the same family.
Fish Adventure said you didn't say hey to me, but we did. I did. I said hi, Fish Adventures.
Well, Fish Adventures, I didn't. So hello, and thank you for coming on in. And talking about adventures, let's use that as a segue. My comic book today is Detective Comics, and it's the newer ones, not the old school ones.
Yeah.
And it is kind of hard to follow. There's like a whole bunch of stories in one, and they kind of overlap.
Oh, gotcha.
Making it a tough read. I used to love Detective Comics, and I mean it's still pretty good, but like it starts with Man Bat, and I think like this is a maybe 2 years worth because there's quite a few pages here, but it's like they did an issue with Man Bat, then they did an issue with Poison Ivy, then an issue with gosh, Emperor Penguin or Penguin Emperor. I don't know, the Penguin guy that tried to take the Penguin spot, and then Penguin took it back. Well, that guy like stole some of the Man Bat potion and tried to become a super strength guy without wings. So he looks like a dark elf, like a blue elf. But still, the Penguin, somehow the fat little guy still took him out. And it's it's all over the place. And yeah, good job.
Sorry.
But Man Bat's wife decided she wanted to become a bat, but Man Bat's kind of a good guy in this one where like everybody was becoming a bat, so he became a bat to cure them all again. But he got hooked on the serum, so he kept going on himself. So he was the only bat. Well, his wife wanted to be a bat, so she took it, but she crossed her DNA with vampire bat blood. And she's like eating people, and Man Bat thinks it's him killing people at night because he can't figure out how these people are dying from giant bat wounds, and it's his wife, not him. Just a bizarre comic book, guys. But yeah. I enjoyed it.
And that's true love. He's a man bat, so the wife wants to be a woman bat. Hey, my husband's there. I'm going to join in. That's true love. So it's basically a love story.
But
better love story than Twilight.
You find out though that she's a spy. She doesn't really love him. She was planted there by another factory to get the Man Bat chemicals for their company.
That's very disappointing. There's your lesson for today. Don't trust women.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding to all the females in the chat. Rocco's got a quick question for you. What paint can you use on the Sculpey that's tank safe?
Okay.
That won't also affect the Sculpey, because I know the Sculpey will sort of melt from most paints, right?
Yes. That's the most difficult thing is because you like all the stuff that you would paint it with, then you think you could just coat it with some type of an acrylic type coating, like a clear fusion, Krylon fusion, yeah. But that melts it. The chemicals go back into the plastic and it causes it to melt. So the only thing I can find is, it's called Dip something.
Diplo? The plastic stuff?
It's stuff that it's like a paint you put on mortar.
Okay, probably something different. Because there's that plastic stuff, the Diplo, I think, right? A lot of people use it for the back of their tanks. It's like a plastic.
Oh, Plasti Dip.
Plasti Dip, yeah.
That won't work either because of the chemicals in it.
It would just, yeah.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I might have it. I have a container here somewhere, but you have to buy it by the quart. So it's not cheap. It's like $15 for a quart of it, and it's all white. So when you go to Lowe's, you can tell them what to put in it as a color. And I went with gray. Next time I go, I'm going to go with a darker gray, just so I can keep adding to the colors. I wish I.
So really, it's better to just not to paint it if you can help it, right?
Yeah, the best thing to do would be try to get the colors in the
clay itself.
Yeah. Because those work fine. Oh man, this is for. Let's go. I think I bought it around May of this year. I took a photo of the can when I bought it. No, I took a screenshot off the stuff on the internet so I'd know what it was. But oh gosh. Well, Rocco, I'll text you it afterwards. Oh, dry lock.
That's what Stephen P was guessing. He put it in the chat. Dry lock shellac.
Yes.
Jalak shellac.
Well, I don't think it's a shellac.
Well, he was just saying shellac as well, but and that just sounds like a Drylock shellac. It sounds like some kind of expression in a different language. Like, is that something in your native tongue there, Ed?
Shellac.
Drylock shellac. It just
Shellac.
sounds like you're
Drylock
saying, "Hey,
shellac.
what is what will be," or something. Drylock shellac.
Yeah.
It sounds like a phrase that people would utter in a different language.
But that stuff works
There's
great. But like
Jess.
I say, it comes in like in quart cans is the smallest you can get it, and it's like $15, so it's kind of expensive. And I have to sneeze.
So yeah, probably best bet then, Rocco, is get the different colored clays themselves maybe and do it that way. If it does it, if it works. And you heard me say Jess came in, right? Jess is here. Debbie Russell, Aquaballs sent some stuff using the mail. He said, "Don't trust Postal Service. I sent a box of Avatar Angels to East Coast last Monday. Still has not gotten there.
Oh my gosh.
That's not good."
See, I mean, you can get it in every color under the sun.
I don't see blue.
Well,
I'm just kidding. Smart ass.
I have powder blue. I
And,
used up
Stephen-
almost all the blue when I burned it all up.
Yeah. And Steven would like to know what would you recommend for painting that foam that people use for fake flower arrangements? That sort of dense foam you poke the flowers into.
I wouldn't put that in your fish tank because it falls apart so bad. If I was going to,
if he's saying put it in a fish tank, but just what you would paint that with for other things.
Well, I've painted it. I mean, I paint it with just the normal cheap stuff because I do use that stuff like to make little sculptures and stuff. But if you drop it, you dent it.
Yeah, it's for his Shella costume.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're gonna get to meet him.
That stuff.
You and Steven are gonna get to meet, and that bothers me. Because I want to be there so bad, because those are two people that I really would like to meet. Same with Jess and Kenny, and hopefully we're leaning towards the positive side now of going to Kentucky. Pretty sure we're going to Kentucky next year.
That'd be awesome.
We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. All right, we said hi to Debbie. There's Carrie. Science Gal came in. Did we miss anybody else? We said Debbie. I don't think we missed anybody else coming in. So overall, did you like that book? You said it was sort of hard to follow just because it skipped around a lot between the different stories.
Yeah, I would buy it again, or another one, like 2 years. 2 years worth of the next one.
When did that one come out? I'm guessing like about 2007.
Jeepers. Oh, here's what the Emperor Penguin guy looks like. See how he kind of looks like a dark elf?
Yeah.
Choking Batman.
Canastillo's definitely going to Louisville. And Steven says, how you feel is exactly how I felt about missing the Clash, and I empathize. And he's already booked his hotel for Louisville. And Carrie, did I say that already? I think I said that already. Excited to see everyone's costumes.
2014.
Oh, I was way off. Well, it's sort of funny that you did the New 52 because I also, it's so weird too. People, we don't ever talk about what comics we're going to talk about until we talk about them. So I've got the New 52 with Superman and Wonder Woman.
I prefer Wonder Woman with Batman.
I haven't read this yet. I haven't read this yet.
Oh, okay.
I have not read this yet. I'm not a huge Superman fan. But I thought, okay, it's been a long time since I bought. I mean, I read like Red Sun and what was it, Year One? There was a Batman Year One, but I think there was also a Superman. I can't remember. I've read a few of the self-contained Superman stories over the last couple of decades, but that's been about it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump back into it, and you got like a good start there on the cover. That's pretty interesting. So
Yep. And
I have not.
she can take him too.
How do you mean, Ned? I mean, what are we talking?
Superman. A lot of people don't realize Superman has one glaring weakness, and I think when the X-Men came out, that weakness stopped being a weakness because in the comic books used to have lots of magic.
See you, Daniel.
Oh, see you, Daniel. Thanks for coming. But no, magic was a huge part of how we explain the unexplainable. Yeah. And so it was huge in all the comic books. And then Stan Lee came out with science and mutants and kind of just dumped magic for a long time. I mean, there was still
Scarlet Witch was still there towards the beginning of that whole thing.
But she was a mutant.
But she still uses unexplained magic.
Yeah, I know, but well, I mean, but there wasn't Doctor Strange.
There wasn't as much.
It's not like he totally got rid of it.
Yeah, but just wasn't as much.
Yeah.
Daniel, or not Nola Jane came in. What's going on?
Hey there. Oh, I wish I could pop a little.
And S said that there's a new trailer for Batman, and there's also a new Shazam 2 trailer. And I have not watched either one of those.
I have not seen the Shazam trailer. I've seen the Batman one, and it looks really good. It looks like Batman meets Road Warrior or Mad Max almost. It's like early day Batman before he has all the gadgets, kind of. Because his car looks more like a car. So
I didn't know where it was based in the timeline and stuff, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know for sure if that's the case or not, but I still don't like his face.
Yeah, still too pointy.
Yeah, and luckily in the new preview, he never turns sideways, because in the first preview, he looks like he's real buff, and then he turns sideways, and he's like...
yeah, but if this is supposed to be earlier, then that sort of fits them, because he's not the big guy. Because, even younger guys, sometimes they grow into their chin as they, as they get older. They don't have like a big chin, but then they just get older. And so if it's old enough, if it's far enough back in there, it'll make more sense for him to look like that.
Yeah.
You don't sound convinced.
How old is that guy?
Oh, in real life? I have no clue.
He's got to be in his 30s, right?
I would think, yeah, maybe 40s even, but he probably plays a lot of younger people. I mean, that doesn't matter. I mean, look at all the people that, all the women who, guys play, way younger people, and women always play. It's just, it doesn't matter.
Let's just hope he's good, has good acting, and that's all that matters. And we'll overlook his
hopefully you'll get away. Yeah, hopefully you can, not. You're going to be looking at his chin the entire movie.
That's except when he turns sideways, and then he turns into a piece of paper. But he's really hard to trap in anything, because they're like, you won't cut through this hallway.
2-dimensional or something. Yeah. Maybe he's been squished. Maybe he's been viced.
It might be a new superpower.
Paul Sotera said Lois Lane is going to kick Wonder Woman's butt for screwing around with Clark. I think Lois has been gone for a while by this time. It says love is a battlefield. So I wonder if that came out,
Well, in one line, they just have a comic book of Lois Lane and Superman's boy, and I think he's bisexual, and he's kissing...
we won't get into that too much, but it makes some people incredibly angry, and they think that it's Superman himself. And it's not.
But he's still kissing Jimmy Olsen, right?
I don't know who he is. Yeah, I didn't see who
I think it's Jimmy, and he'd be probably 45 years old.
Yeah. If that's who it is. I don't know, but I know that there was a lot of anger about it, and it's I don't know. I don't want to dig into that too far, but I think it's silly. Hey, look, there's James. I see some people are slacking on the like button. What's up, James?
Oh, Oh,
It's good to
hi,
see you.
James.
You see your the logo's still here. I haven't pulled that down yet because my daughter's supposed to be making some stuff for you, and I have no idea what it is. I have no idea anything, but she said she wanted to make some stuff for you, so that's why I still haven't sent out the package in there. So,
I wonder if she's making him a cookie cutter.
no, she's making you something. Did I say James? I'm sorry, Ed. It was for
Oh.
you. She's making
I
you
wonder
something.
if
So
she's making me a cookie cutter.
she's got making something for you.
I used to
I
have
got
a
your shirt.
Batman and a Superman cookie cutter.
Oh yeah, I don't know what we have. We have a bunch of them, like little Yoda and stuff like that. Kevin Marquis came in.
I had a Green Lantern one too, and I hated it. It was like a 4-pack.
What was
And
wrong
I
with the
think
Green Lantern one?
It didn't look very good. It looked like a Christmas ornament.
Oh,
It's just a circle with the square with a circle in it, because
yeah.
it was just their logos. So Superman looked the best, Spider-Man looked good, and the Flash, I think, was a circle with a bolt through it, and it really didn't look good either. So it was the two that had the weird shape than the two circles.
Gotcha. Yeah, you wouldn't know what it was. Excuse me.
They should have had Wonder Woman's.
Canastillo said it's the flat Stanley of superheroes. Back to your, Batman.
Yeah. Now, and I have seen the preview to the Immortals, and just, I don't know, it just entertained me.
I really
seems
think you should
boring.
pick up the Neil Gaiman version of it. I liked it better, and just give it a try. It's it's a good book. I'm sure Sandman, Coraline. I mean, geez, Neil Gaiman has written so many stuff. Ocean at the End of the Lane. I mean, he's just got so many awesome books, a lot of which have been turned into movies and TV shows. So I don't know, maybe just pick up that version of it because I believe that's the version that they're using, and check that out.
Well, maybe I'll have to look for it and do that. But
his version is good.
Spider-Man looks great.
What does?
The Spider-Man looks great.
Yeah.
The preview to that. Have you seen it yet?
I think so. I saw one. Is there only one trailer?
Uh-huh.
I did see it.
And I think I hear Tobey Maguire's voice in it. I also hear one of my actors that I really enjoy. He's from Just Jess. He was also in the new Jurassic Park movies. He was the computer geek. He was in the cartoon version of Baby Cat. He was in the cartoon version of Miles Morales' Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
He was the Peter. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. He was the old Peter Parker. That was old and dead and beat up.
Yeah, new girl. Nick, old girl or new girl.
Nick.
I always forget his name, but yeah, I know I like him too.
Well,
I like him
his
too.
voice is through that whole thing too. So I really think it'd be awesome if he would be a Spider-Man from another universe. Because they're going to make Miles isn't a cartoon. He's a real guy in the movie. So if they got Nick, he'd be so much better than Garfield. I don't like Garfield at all, but I did see Garfield in the preview too.
Yeah,
but he's in his costume though, so it makes
don't
it
care
tricky.
for him as an actor at all, or
I liked him as an actor.
Just not as Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's a horrible. His body isn't right. See, it's just like the Batman thing. That Garfield guy, what's his name?
Andrew
Garfield. Yeah, he's like got a real long body like me and short little legs. And Spider-Man, you know how he has the Spider-Man sit with the knees way out in the air like this? Well, this one, he's got two little knees like this and a big old body sitting on the side of the building. It's like,
those physical things never, any of that physical stuff never really, I don't know. It just doesn't, it doesn't matter to me so much. I don't know.
Well, and he would also lose his New York accent sometimes and just be American accent. And sometimes I heard a British word and I was like, what's
a British word? Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Mikey came in. What's up, Mikey? There was something else I wanted to say. Paul Sotera said, listening to you guys while draining a leaking 10-gallon tank. That sucks. Ames has a bunch of Batman figurines. So does Ricky. Because I sent him some.
I probably have 2 or 3.
I sent him a big box of all the figures that we had in the basement because, I mean, the kids haven't, they obviously they're old enough, they don't care about that stuff. S said the Spider-Man trailer makes Goosebumps have their own Goosebumps. That's how much you liked it.
I liked it. I did too. Well, wait, and that was who was that? Who said that? Mike? I mean,
Yes.
S. Didn't you hear Nick's voice in that? I did. I totally did.
Greg's Planet Tanks came in. Colored Guppies. Did we say hi to Vinay?
I don't know. Hello, Colored Guppies.
Steven said, go ahead.
Oh, I will be seeing Venom this week in Miami. There's a movie theater next door to the hotel that I'm staying at.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to have the field trip that I wanted to go on because it sold out. So that day I thought I'm just going to edit all the video of me making my fish room from like 2 years ago that I never did. I'm going to edit the stuff from my ponds from the earlier part of this year. And I'm going to release all the pond stuff now. And then I'm going to re-release it in spring. Because if I don't get it on the internet, I might lose it.
Gotcha. Steven said, oh, so where are you going to fit the movie in there? You said all that editing. When are you going to get to see the movie?
Oh, I'm just going to see what time it opens, and I'm going to go over there.
Steven said it was hilarious in BoJack Horseman, which I haven't watched that entire show. I've watched most of it, but the Andrew Garfield character liked lasagna and hated Mondays. Just like Garfield the cat. Robert wants to know, when you coming through, Ed? Ray Aquatics.
I'm coming through with Mike, the fish tank barn. He's going to pick me up, and he doesn't know when he's going to pick me up on Wednesday. So I have no idea what time we're getting to Miami. It's kind of nice. I don't have to do any driving at all. Normally I have to be a planner. And I told Mike if he needs a place to stay, because it's 9 hours from my house to his house. I said you can come here and spend the night and then we could leave or.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plans are yet. Maybe he's going to spend the night over at Fish Room Fever's house.
I know for Kentucky, we're going to drive, roughly halfway or maybe more than halfway, maybe make it get within 3 or 4 hours from Louisville, and then stay at a hotel. So in the morning we can just get up, and 3 or 4 hour drive isn't as bad as 11. So we'll stay overnight on the way down, just to break the just to break it up a little bit.
Awesome.
It's a long drive, and it's difficult because if I was in a car for 11 hours, it'd probably take me a day just to be able to stand up. So Fishymon's taking off, going to work. See you, Fishymon.
Bye, Fishymon. Oh, Robert's going to be down there Saturday. That's cool, so I'll see him then.
Are they selling tickets for Kentucky yet? I don't know. I've heard all these different things. Some people have their rooms. Patty says she's going to be sleeping on the stands floor.
The deal is right now is the ALA hasn't happened yet. So I don't know if they can actually officially sell tickets till all the conventions have had their convention, because it wouldn't be fair if the ALA, everything was sold out and the ALA hasn't even had a chance to sell to their people yet. So, but I think you can still get the hotel rooms, and they're booking like mad because Kenny from Daniken said that there was no more single bedrooms. Yeah. They were all double queens.
Well, they should have just split the tickets up evenly between the 4 groups and said, this is how many you have, this how many, and then they can sell them whenever they sell them.
Yeah, or wings of hotel rooms or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably buy your tickets for just the show, the Cicklets or those guys. Probably. I don't know when they normally go up for sale. Maybe they don't normally go for sale till the beginning of the year.
That's a good question too. If I buy, say, let's say I go through the Killy Association, am I going to be missing out on the Rainbow, anything from the Rainbow group, or is every ticket comparable and you'll get to see everything from every group regardless of who you buy it through?
It's really interesting. I'll be able to probably tell you after this week. But like
Paul
on
said
Saturday, I'm
he's
just gonna sit and listen to professionals talk all day long. On live bears. Now over there's going to be cichlid specialists, rainbows, killies, and live bears.
yeah.
I don't know if one ticket will get you to all different lecture rooms.
Yeah. I'm curious. I wonder how that's going to work out. I hope so. Paul said, I've already got my room reservation, but tickets aren't available yet. Crown Tail Half Moon came in. Liquid Zoo came in.
It wouldn't be fair to have field trips yet for sale until the ALA is done.
Marie Elliott, who's a semi-new person to us, says, hi, everyone. Thank you, Rico. Live stream channels calendar is awesome. Well, I might have told you about it, but I think that one specifically is Matt, Liquid Zoo, who put that one together. There's actually 3 different ones out there, but they're all pretty comparable with information. And for the viewers there, it's a great resource for you guys.
What did Matt do?
Oh, he made he took the schedule that we already had and put it into a calendar, so you can actually in a Google Calendar. We never said hi to John. Select Pet's been in here for a while. We never said hi to him. November 1st is opening day.
He's
for
from
the Kentucky. Event. What's that? Yeah. What'd you say?
He's from Kentucky, so we don't need to say hi to him.
The convention blocks of the room. Opening day, November 1st is opening day for the Kentucky event. So buying all this stuff, right? And the convention block of rooms isn't open yet either.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing is they're waiting until the ALA is completely done before they do, which is totally fair. Because the ALA, you know how mad they would be if they didn't even get to pitch it to their group of members, but they're going to be there and then nobody could go.
Yeah. I'm interested in all of it, really. Well, the cichlids, not so much. Not my thing right now. They're cool, but I don't hate them, obviously. But killies, rainbows, live bears, yeah, those are all. I'm very interested in all of those. So I'm hoping that I get to experience the content from all the different ones. Xanadu came in.
Well, I would probably be a live bear guy first, and then maybe a killies class or 2.
Rainbow first for me. Live bears second, and then killies. And next year, though, that would probably be different. It'll probably be rainbows, killies, and then live bears because they're moving down my list. In fact, I'm getting rid of the guppies in this 45. I got somebody local who's going to take them off my hands.
Awesome.
So I will only have, I'll have my tub, which is my mix between the blue metalheads. Yellowheads. It's right. I'm doing this because it's right behind my head. I'll have that tub, which is my mixed strain of swordtail and blue yellow metalheads, and I'll have the swordtails, and then just the cull guppies, and that's it. That's it. So, but killies are on my short list of what to do after I'm satisfied with the Suda McGill collection. They're what I want to move into next.
I have to figure out what I'm going to wear for the banquet on Sunday. They're having a big awards banquet.
This Sunday at the ALA, or?
Yeah, I think I'm going to wear black jeans with a plaid shirt.
It's not real fancy then, not like super fancy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, when I hear banquet awards, I always think like, suit and everything.
Yeah, but
I'm not wearing a suit in Florida ever. That's never going to happen. I don't care if it's the middle of winter.
I've never met any of these people. I've thought about bringing a couple of my guppies down to compete because it'd be fun to win a guppy competition or thing, but it's $2 an entry. But I just don't want to deal with guppies for a whole week in the hotel room. Yeah. It might be cold.
Yeah. So Select Pet said, according to Rusty, one registration covers all the conventions. Be sure to get add-ons of like the Rusty Fish House tour. I said Fish Hour. Rusty's Fish Hour. Welcome to Rusty's Fish Hour. Hey, kids. And Paul said, he said pretty much the same thing. One ticket is supposed to get into all the functions. The convention rate is available. Cichlids, live bears, and rainbows is his setup. I don't suppose these crotchety fish people will be allowing alcohol sales. I bet you they will. I bet you they will. Delilah says, maybe I'll start them up too so we can share our killy experiences together. Awesome, Delilah. I'm down. I'm down with it. Did anybody else come in? Patty says she'll be out in the parking lot. Yep. Saturday night, Holiday Inn parking lot. Can't beat it.
There we go.
And Mike said, I better punch Gary this time, defend our honor. Gary
Mike
Lang is a very
awesome.
nice man. Geek Boy said, I'll wear a suit again when they burn my body and shove it 6 feet under. You're gonna be cremated and buried? That's sort of weird, Geek Boy. That's a little greedy, don't you think? I mean, one or the other.
You know, I've met him more than you have, but you've talked to him more than I have. That's what type of guy he is.
Well, I sort of, like I do all the time, force myself onto people. We were sitting in the hospitality room, and he was right there on the other side of the table, so I just started talking to him, called him Mr. Lang to start it off, and then, we talked about the rainbows and Suda McGills and stuff and things like that, and then we shared an elevator later, and I was talking to him. Elevator later. That sort of elevator later sort of flows off the tongue. I'll see you in the elevator later. Hey, good looking. Do you remember Mr. Microphone?
Yes.
Remember the guy
hanging out with the car?
Yeah.
Hey, good looking.
Yeah, he's like yelling, hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later. Well, I mean, did that ever work?
Maybe.
I guess it's sort of like spam. You send out so many, you only need one to respond positively. Ricky De Hoyos came in.
Awesome. Hi, Ricky.
Oh, Matt.
Wait, what did Matt say?
Something about Patty. I'm not going to repeat it in the stream. There's a bourbon tasting here in Kentucky as an add-on, I think. Kentucky's known for bourbon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep.
I don't think I'm going to do that one. I would rather do one where I'm tasting lots of chocolate. Do they have a chocolate tasting test?
John said the last time I was at Rusty's, he had some bourbon out too, but not sure about the big convention.
It might be tough for the big convention. They might be cycling people through his place. Like
it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, like the Keystone Clash, there was the hospitality room that did serve up. They had all kinds of snacks and alcohol and stuff in there for free. You just had to have your ticket. You had to have your badge, which is right here somewhere. I don't know. I still got it right here. Oh, it's tied to something.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, look, it can't.
Wait, you're not showing us.
I know, because I can't get it any farther. That's as far as it goes.
Here,
it's stuck.
Let me turn the camera. Oh, it's not working.
That's because there's like my Santa glasses.
Stupid Santa glasses.
My Santa glasses.
Oh my God. You just transformed.
Ho, ho, ho. There we go. It's still stuck, but at least I can show you. There we go.
Wow. Pretty awesome. You're the
All
man.
That for nothing. All that for nothing.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen you show me.
Wow. I think it's pretty sad. Degenerate says bourbon is one of those license names. Oh, yeah, you got to be official to call it bourbon. Gotcha. Just like Stilton cheese or champagne, or there's a bunch of that kind of stuff that has to be a certain way, made a certain way, or in a certain place in order to really be called that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like the taste of bourbon. I'm just saying.
It's all right. I'm not a huge fan, but and Select Pet said, I'm sure we can round up some old Kentucky chocolate. Kentucky chocolate, not old, even if it's not part of the kingdom.
Something delicious there and sweet.
What is Kentucky known for food-wise?
They drink some type of fancy pants drink, like a New York iced tea thing, but it's different at the big horse race.
Oh, there's like a special for the
Yeah, it's like you
Kentucky
know how they have
Downs, isn't that what it's called?
hurricanes in New Orleans?
Yeah.
They've got some special type of drink that's supposed to be like a Mai Tai or something like that.
And what is the big? What's the main? Is it the?
Did
It's
you
not
know
called the Kentucky Downs, right? What's it called?
the Kentucky
Mint
Derby?
julep, Kentucky Derby. That's it.
Did you know that KFC started in Utah, not Kansas? I mean, in Kentucky. Why sorry, Kansas? In Kentucky.
Kansas Fried Chicken. I did not know that.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Old fashioned, and everybody else is saying mint julep though.
Oh, there's Petzotics.
What's up, Diego?
My
Diego,
Lego.
I owe Diego an apology. He messages me from time to time on different platforms, and I am really bad about looking at those platforms. Like I rarely ever look at Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. I don't have notifications set, so I don't get anything about it unless I go look at the site. So people have sent me messages, and I go, and it's like 2 weeks old. Somebody sent me something. I feel bad. So Diego, I owe you an apology, and yeah. It's nothing against you, Diego. I just suck at answering those things. What else should we talked about Fish Fam Christmas already. I think everybody knows about what Corey did as far as
that's cool.
The massive, I told you, right? We talked about
Yes.
it. Didn't we talk about Thursday night? Yep. Massive Churchill Downs. That's it. Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs. Mint julep was Rico Stan's nickname in college.
Oh, is that what they drink?
That's what everybody was saying earlier. Yeah, mint julep.
Okay.
A bunch of people said mint julep.
I don't know what it is, but I'll drink that.
Mint julep.
I wonder if it's minty though.
There was something else I wanted to mention too. I haven't heard anything else with Fish Fam stuff. Nobody else has gotten back to me that I haven't already talked about. Nothing new there. Tomorrow night, Alex from Tank Tested. He's my my guest, so that's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Super nice guy, great content, and actually works for National Geographic.
Wow!
So there should be that should be pretty interesting.
You should ask him if it embarrasses him when he takes pictures of African ladies naked.
Ed. Ed. What else is anything going on in the fish? Anything going on in your fish room?
Well, I'm going to. I've got I had these two female. They're called AOCs, but they're like mostly green, but then they were sparkled with a lot of other color. They're super pretty. I've had them for a little over 2 years. The boys both passed away about 6 months ago, never got a drop. So I had the two girls, and I've been looking for a pair of a reverse trio, just any type of green Moscow to go with them. Well, one of the females finally bit the dust. So now I just have one old girl who's never been knocked up. So I'm just going to throw her in with the mutt guppies.
Oh, gotcha.
And maybe she'll get lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to leave that tank empty. So if I get anything down in Florida, I'll have that. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 4 tanks that are prepared for extra fish in case I can.
From the ALA.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And what else are you looking for besides? Did you just say that? Did you just say what you were looking for?
I'm not looking for anything.
Just whatever you happen to find.
And I don't really need anything because I would kind of wouldn't mind just doubling my tanks for my colonies that I have. Because I'd like to split my platinums in half. So I have 2 platinum guppy tanks and have 2 dragon puffers. I wish 2 dragon guppy tanks. Start splitting them all up just so if one tank gets sick and dies, because that's what happened was I lost almost all my blue-green guppies I've been working on for almost 3 years now. when I bought the blue Moscows, they looked incredible, beautiful, just wonderful bodies and stuff in the photos, but they were midgets. They're sorry, I'm using terrible language today.
They were
little
small.
bitty, they're little fish. And I wanted big, fat fish. So I started mixing them, and I mixed them enough that they were blue-green, but they were looking great Moscows, just super. And I was really happy with the thing, or with them all. And then the whole colony just kind of crashed, and now I have like 6 fry left. And the same thing happened with my reds, but I crashed them by giving them some medicine to kill Hydra, and it killed most of them too.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Crown Tail says, have you guys ever experienced breeding neon tetras? I haven't had tetras as an adult. I had them as a kid, but have not had them as... And I don't think they're really that hard to breed. It's just hard to feed the babies, right? Because they're so tiny.
Yeah. I think you want to separate the adults too. Once you get them, I've watched the videos on how to do it. Mike's Tanks or Mike's Fish. He's the Irish guy that lives in Ireland, not the Irish guy that lives in Sweden or somewhere.
Oh, different ones. Yeah,
there's a
Scottish guy that's somewhere else, and
there's Mark's Shrimp and Mark's Fish. Well, Mark's Fish goes into great detail on how to breed them, and it's really neat. And I watched the whole thing like 2 years ago, and I still pretty well remember it. He put the male and the female, and he put like a moss ball in there, and they go over the moss ball and lay their eggs, and then swim back and lay their eggs. And they kept doing that. Then I think he took the adults out and just let the babies grow up from there. He didn't pull the moss out. He pulled the adults.
And what kind of stuff did they feed them with? Infusoria and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Okay. I didn't get that far into it. But I do know that's the trick, was forever nobody could figure out how to breed a lot of the small tetras. And the Czechs actually did it first. When they put the wall up, the Czechs weren't able to bring any fish in. So they got really proactive on breeding what they had still in their borders. And they got really good at breeding a lot of neat looking fish, but they were the first to breed the neon tetras, and I don't think anybody knew about how to do it until the wall came down. I mean, it was pretty much a guarded secret that the Czechs weren't going to give out.
Yeah, those are so they pull so many of them from the wild, and they're definitely part of the Project Piaba. Piaba?
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yep, Piaba. Now, the thing about neon tetras, which is bizarre, every year during the flood season, there's like a bajillion of them. Then the water goes down, and the bajillions probably turn into millions because they all die. But they're a long-lived fish. They can live up to 8 years. So, I mean, most of your most of your tetras are lasting 2 to 3, maybe 4 years. Those 8 years. It's crazy.
And they are just beautiful little fish too. I haven't had any in a long, long time, but yeah. Crown Tail says, oh, I thought you were saying Sir Tammy. I was like, oh, that's sort of a Sir Tammy. Tammy from Discus Talk is having a fundraiser. I'm not familiar with her at all. Discus Talk, do you know them?
I don't know Discus.
I've never heard of them. They don't do much with the fish fam, Crown Tail? I've never heard of them. I've never seen them around, but we can look at them. Yeah. What's she raising funds for?
Where's this chick live?
Let's see.
Is she American? American?
Just says Tammy, and that doesn't. Yeah, I don't care. He shows how to make the food and stuff. Skull's talking about Mark's Aquatics. Yep, just like you said, he just bred them and posted videos, and he shows how to make the food, infusoria, and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mark's really good. I haven't watched him in months, which is terrible, but I just really haven't.
I haven't either, and I am sub to him. I know that, but I haven't. I know he was redoing his fish room and stuff, and I haven't watched any of his stuff recently. I don't know why.
Well, and
Uh,
I used to really like Mark Shrimp also. And then he kind of ticked me off when he called us all Americans a bunch of racists because we didn't let him have his shrimp in our competition for Aquashella.
Racists.
Well, I know, and that ticked me off because in Europe they have lots of country only competitions. You know, why can't America have a country only competition? We don't. I think America is really cool that we're a melting pot and do all the stuff, but sometimes it's not bad to just have something for ourselves because we get our butts kicked. The Asians and the Europeans are 100 times better than us, Rico, at shrimp. And LRB got really famous because he was an American that actually won a category in shrimp once. There is normally the Asian countries and the European countries take all the trophies. So it's like they come here. I guess we get their tourist dollar, but I think it'd still be nice for a couple Americans to be able to win once in a while.
Yeah, but I devil's advocate, why limit when the very best of something is the very best of it, regardless of where it's from? You know what I mean? The very best of something.
If they don't allow us to do it in theirs,
it should be. It should be. You're right.
And that's what hurts us from growing. Because they get to be world, and we just get to be just us. So we just get depressed. But I bet you one thing: if there was a world competition in cichlids, we'd kick everybody's butt.
Yeah, that's something Americans are good at. Cichlids.
Americans are really good at cichlids.
See, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I likes what I likes. Crowntail said she's new on YouTube and fundraisers for research study in discus fish diseases. Gotcha. Discus talk on YouTube. Well, if people are interested in discus, it sounds like this person's really into them and is doing something cool for research. I think she's on the West Coast. They run a Facebook group, Discus Inside Out. There you go. Paul also.
Jimmy P is working outside and watching us. Thanks for wishing me healthiness. Because I definitely need it.
My chair keeps the cylinder on my chair is messed up, so it just slowly sinks down. It's very slow though. It's very slow. We've been going for an hour, and my head started up right about equal with the tank right here. And then
I'm not balanced on my bandana today.
Your bandana game is off. Bandana game.
I'll double it up tonight.
Damn bandana. Cichlids are number one, especially cichlids from the Americas, Whip World said.
Woohoo!
There was something else I felt like we should talk about, and I don't recall what it was. I'm getting my first gobies. That's pretty cool. Bumblebee gobies, freshwater bumblebee gobies. Very, very excited about that. I ordered them from Aquatic Arts this weekend. So Ed Degenerate said, I see where Ed is coming from. The global fish communities look at us like we're just bastardizing things and we're not legit. And internal competition makes us more about the U.S. and promoting internal. But are we bastardizing things and not legit or not? I honestly don't know. Don't know at all.
I think we've had a lot of things against us. I think the stores trying to make money off of the fish community and not caring if people keep their fish forever, just getting the one sale and done, the one and done, has really hurt the American fish community in one way, because we have these box stores that just say whatever it takes to sell it. And fish, little fish stores too. We got one here in Chattanooga that will lie through his teeth just for a sale, So that's hurt us. One thing that's been an advantage for us is we have much bigger homes and space here in America. In a lot of countries, like in Europe, they're very tight spaces, so they have to go with nano stuff. And that's where our cichlids dominate, is we've got areas for big tanks for a lot of large fish.
My
And so
house is
that's
not. My
helped
house is
us.
not very big. It's 1,500 square feet. And when my son-in-law came here the first time, he thought it was massive. He thought this was a huge house, and I'm like, no, this is not big at all. I mean, this is, it's a ranch. It's nothing, So it's not a huge house in any way. And he just thought it was so big. And so he showed me pictures of their house and stuff. And yeah, like the stairwells are like, very, very to go up to the second level. If there is a second level, it's very small. I don't know if it's that way in all of Europe, but definitely in the UK.
I think
something
it's that way in a lot of Europe.
Whip wants to know if the gobies that get big. No, they're tiny. They get to be like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So,
yep. Well, now Asia has a major advantage of us because they love fish. I was reading something about Hong Kong, and I think it was like there's one fish tank to almost every half a person. And that's a lot. I don't know if there are 12 million people in that city, but that'd be 6 million tanks. But they're not probably giant tanks.
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely
small
not.
tanks.
That's what Chewy said, too. They'd be lucky to get a goldfish bowl into. And real quick, just as an aside, Jimmy P says I'm wearing a onesie. It's not a onesie. It's just a shirt. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know why. I wore it last year with the getting cooler out. It's just a shirt.
Oh, people. I thought he meant he was wearing a onesie, and I'm thinking he's wearing a onesie while he works outside in his yard.
No. Liquid Zoo said that I'm wearing a onesie. That this is a onesie, but it's just a shoe. It's just a shirt. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know. It's weird that what people sort of glom onto. There's sometimes people just they focus on something that it's all about perceptions. It's all about perceptions. Oftentimes our perceptions are flawed, and I know Jimmy, and I know that Liquid Zoo was just joking. But it's just weird how people, their perceptions are just whatever it is, they're flawed, and I don't know. It's weird when you see stuff from other people's point of view and see how they see things, and go, well, no, that's not even close to true, but that's what they 100% believe, and they're just based on their perceptions. Degenerate says Fish Fam is probably even out these numbers of tanks per people. Yeah, probably.
Oh, Jimmy P likes your shirt.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't matter. It's just a shirt. I mean, you can like it or not like it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. It's awfully dark to me. Yeah, I hate that shirt.
Cool. Your opinion is noted. I'm going to wear it every time from now on. Every time.
I think it highlights your beard very nice.
Now I want a Rico Stan Snuggie. I hope they make one. Somebody else said that too. This morning on the Aquatic Morning Show, they said they wanted the old onesies that had like the butt flap. You had to open up, and that's where my face would be. It's on that flap.
Oh, I was about to say, who really wanted a butt flap?
They would put my face right there on that, part that you have to open up in order to use the bathroom. What is it? Looks like a sweater. I don't know. Sweater, shirt. It's not very thick. Why are we talking about my shirt? What the hell?
Wait,
this is not a fashion show, people.
Is there buttons on it?
No buttons. It's just got a zipper.
Oh, it's a zipper.
It stops right there.
Is it the new type of zippers or the old type?
I didn't ask it.
No.
I don't know, but
I read somewhere where they invented a new type of zipper.
It looks like a standard zipper. Does it have YYK on it for the guy who made it? Oh, it's a leather thing. Okay, let's talk about something else. Sir, could you briefly explain what you're doing right now for Christmas? Do you mean the whole Fish Fam Christmas thing? I've done that so much, Crown Tell, and I don't want to take up the rest of the time. It does take a while.
Well, let's talk about what are you as a family, your family? How do you guys do Christmas?
Well, it's different nowadays with the kids as adults, and my oldest son doesn't live at home, so when they were little, they weren't allowed to come out of their rooms Christmas morning until they heard Christmas music, whatever time
Hmm.
that was. Whenever they heard Christmas music, then they could come out, and we would sit down and we would open. And you know what? We never spoiled our kids the rest of the year, but on Christmas was always we spoiled the kids at Christmas time. Christmas was always a big deal. It was always a big, as far as stuff, material things. The rest of the year, they always had their clothes, they always had everything they needed, but we didn't buy them any really, very many like video games or any of that kind of stuff the rest of the year, except on their birthdays. Christmas was different though. Christmas, we really, I mean, it was, as long as we were doing okay monetarily, it was a big deal. We made a lot out of it. It was just a lot of fun. And so we'd wake up in the morning. Michelle and I would go out and put the finishing touches on anything that needed to be done. Usually we did that the night before. We trusted them. They never went out there. Usually they were asleep. We would do, 1 o'clock in the morning or something. We'd go put all the stuff out there. And I don't know, we'd open presents and then just hang out all day and watch Christmas movies and stuff and just snack all day and just have a fun day doing stuff together. We rarely went anywhere Christmas Day. Once, see, when I lived in Arizona and my parents were still alive, they were divorced. So my dad would want me to come to his house and my mom would want us to go to their house. And then we'd have to go to my wife's parents' house. And they wanted us all to do this on Christmas Day. And we said, no, we're done. If you want to see us on Christmas Day, you can come to our house because you guys don't have to go anywhere. None of them had to go anywhere else, so if you want to see us, then that's where we'll be. And you're more than welcome to join us. So, and none of them ever did on Christmas Day. They never came to our house. So we stopped seeing them on Christmas Day, whatever. But here, since we moved here, we don't go places on Christmas Day. We just stay home and that's it. We don't really have any other real traditions. I mean, there's not like, anything we have to eat every time. We don't, uh, nothing like that. What about you? Any traditions on Christmas?
Yeah, we always open all of our gifts on Christmas Eve.
Really?
That's kind
All
of
of them?
different.
We
Yep,
we
we
would
all
do. I missed
we
that. We would let the kids do one present Christmas Eve. They'd be able to pick out one present, but you did them
we did
all.
we didn't have like a Santa come down a tree and put it under the, we all did our gift exchange and stuff. Now, when I was a little kid growing up, we used to have Santa come to the house before the gifts, and he would bring in a bag of gifts and give every kid one gift and then go ho ho and leave, you know. And we had that as part of the tradition.
Gotcha.
But when grandma passed away, we stopped going to Iowa and doing that stuff. And then, now we just all get together. Normally, we go to my sister's and we all exchange our gifts. And then on Christmas Day, there's normally nothing to open except for maybe if something got left behind somehow. And then we eat.
Yeah. Eating's
And
a big
watch
part of it,
football.
though, right? Eating's a big part of it. Yeah, we'd watch football once in a while, but nobody else in my family. My youngest son just got into football. My oldest son never really liked football, but he liked to watch me watch football. For when the Bears and the Colts were in the Super Bowl, 2013, I think it was. He invited all his friends to come over. Not all of them, but there was like 7 kids in the house watching me watch football because I get animated. And I make up words and stuff. Like I made that year, I made up the word "crinsel." I don't know what it was supposed to be. I don't remember, but we discovered that it was if you cut like a slice in your skin and put a Dorito chip in there and then crunched it up, it would make the sound crinsel. I don't know. I don't know. That's
Painful.
I don't know. I don't know what the whole story was. That's all I remember of it. So I would make up these words and say stuff. I called our running back at the time, and I don't remember who his name was, but he was horrible, one of them, and I just hated him. And I always called him Clown Shoes because he looked like his shoes were like this big, and he just looked so slow and clumsy, and I couldn't stand the guy. So I always called him Clown Shoes. They love that.
Well, if we also play board games, and this year we were all excited because we were going to see Wonder Woman at home. Wonder Woman Part 2. So we got nachos and popcorn and a whole bunch of different types of pops, and we're going to all enjoy this movie together. And it was so bad, I think everybody fell asleep during it. It was so terrible. And the first one was so good. So good.
Lady Metalhead came in.
Hi, Lady Metalhead.
And you know what? Real quick, what does your Saturday look like this week? Is it too early to ask? Are we going to be doing a stream? Is it James? Too early, probably, right?
You know what? You should probably count on doing one on your own because I'm going to be in Miami.
I forgot about that.
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing on Saturday.
Okay. Well, because Triple J Aquatics and the Primes, the Metalheads are two people queued up for our spotlight. So I wasn't sure if we were going to do that. So Lady Metalhead, looks like we'll be putting that off another week. No, we'll be putting it off until November. Yeah, because you'll be at Aquacella.
I'm only going to be home for like 4 more days this month.
Yeah,
because I'm leaving Wednesday, coming home on Monday, and then I'm leaving again on Wednesday. And that's insane. That's a lot of. Normally, I do not like leaving town this much. I don't like being away from my fish for 2 weeks. I don't like being away from my cats.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. That's tough. That's going to be. You're going to have fun, but yeah, I get it.
Well, ALA just seemed like a really good deal, for price and everything, and I thought it'd be fun. And then when Mike said he was driving, that even made it better.
Yeah.
So if Mike wouldn't have drove, I would have probably left on Thursday instead of Wednesday because since I couldn't get the field trip the first day. But like I say, I'm going to have fun by myself.
What field trip was that? Was it the collecting one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Adele. Adele came in.
Hi, Adele.
I'm just going back. We skipped some of the stuff. It keeps jumping on me too. And Corey did say he was looking forward to hanging out with you.
And on Friday, he's having a party for all of his. If you're one of his members of his show, he's rented one of the rooms there at the hotel, and he's gonna have I don't know what he's gonna have actually, but something. What did you just bring in here?
Yeah, and I like that he's doing that. He's doing, they're doing that at the store, like they're doing these meet and greets that are for members only of the thing. They're adding something to that $4.99 a month. Instead of just making it the $4.99 and stuff, they're adding some features to that, like the talks they're doing, and they've had some really good talks. I don't remember all the names, but everybody they brought in, I think they've done 4 of them now. Every one of them was really, really good. I think it's worth your money, to be honest. $4.99 a month is not a lot of money, and you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, especially if you go to these types of events where they're going to be at and they're going to do this special meet and greet thing.
For sure. Super cool. And I'm going to get to meet Dean.
Nice.
That's going to be super cool.
Yeah, that is. I'd love to meet Dean. And Corey said Dean always ratchets the party up. Like it might be at a 7, and then here comes Dean, and now it's up to a 10. Well, he said Dean does that with everything. He just makes it go bigger. Everything he does is just,
Dean's like gravy, and he makes everything better, Gravy.
What if you don't like gravy?
Then you're a moron.
Wow.
Who doesn't like gravy?
I don't like gravy. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it.
I won't tell Dean.
Some of it's okay. There's Lumpy Dog. Lumpy Dog, we're retired. We're allowed to be here in the daytime. I said that he was asking about that. Where were you at? Where were you at, Lumpy Dog? He was like, I think you were on
last week.
Yeah. He was on another stream though, and he's like, do the Fish Fan people even have jobs? They were streaming all day long. It's like, hey, Ed and I are retired. We're allowed to.
Yeah. Retired, not by choice, but retired. I wish Nico would let me pick him
Mine's
up.
by choice.
He's making me play fetch with him, but Baby Cat got him right on the nose.
Oh.
And he's got a wicked little cut on his nose.
There's Petroman came in.
Hey, Petroman.
I think we got everybody.
Hey! Now he's attacking my foot.
Lady Metalhead said, "Well, I guess we'll be on the spotlight when things slow down." Yeah, it's going to be sometime in November.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't have anything planned until April, late April next year.
I might.
James and I are going to go to Kentucky for a special thing, but we're probably going to do that during the week.
And is that at
Prestige
John's?
Aquatics?
Oh, I thought weren't you guys going to talk at some point at John's club too?
Yeah, but I think John said that it'll be best to try to do next year because it was just too hard to do it this month with all the things. This cat is lined up to wrestle my foot. Uh-oh, Baby Cat just came in. He'll knock it off. She'll protect me.
Why did that hide that? That's weird. Google Mod.
SNAFU.
Google
Saturday
Mod.
Night.
Situation normal, all effed up.
Oh.
It's a snafu.
Don't know what that means.
It means everything's always messed up all the time. Situation normal, all effed up. It's normal that it's messed up.
Oh.
And it's weird. Google Mod blocked Stephen P's comment that just said Petroman. That's it. And it blocked it.
No petrol for you. Wait, and you know what? I should probably be seeing this I'm in StreamYard, so I can't even see the stuff when people are saying it.
Adele said, what about sauce? It depends on the sauce. I think you guys have a different type of sauce there, Adele.
I like me some good sauce.
What's that?
I like me some good sauce.
There's a lot of different ones. I had some egg rolls yesterday, and I had like a sweet and hot Korean barbecue sauce that I used on them instead of sweet and sour, and that was really good. A lot of peppers and stuff in it. That was really tasty.
Yeah, I would eat that.
I do sauce is thin gravy. Is that what Australians call it? Thin gravy sauce. Sauce to me is just it's a category. You know, there's all kinds of sauces and condiments, and my chair's still going down farther. Pretty soon I'm going to be like this.
Hey, Nico's attacking my foot. I don't have feeling in, but I still can feel the teeth start to bite into the back of my leg.
Petroman is controversial, and Del Oleg Fubar, yep, effed up beyond all recognition. Sort of the same type of thing. So is tomato sauce gravy?
Oh, what in New York it is. In New Jersey,
not here. I've never once called tomato sauce gravy.
On The Sopranos, they were.
I've never heard anybody call tomato sauce gravy. The only gravy I've ever seen is, like a sausage gravy, a brown gravy. I've never heard anything else called gravy other than that type of,
I saw it on The Sopranos once.
And that's what Paul is saying. My mom was Italian, and she never once called tomato sauce gravy ever. I never heard that.
Well,
she was Italian from Chicago. I don't know. Maybe it's a different thing. I don't know. But I never once heard any Italian sauce.
Delilah, maybe she knows. Has she ever
did
heard
say
gravy?
She said it's Italian thing. Yeah. The old Italian women it is. And yeah, maybe my mom never, maybe being in Chicago, I don't know. Maybe it's a New York thing. I mean, she was Italian.
They make fun of The Sopranos, though, in Italy for calling it gravy in the episode. I think.
Yeah, I've never. We call it red gravy if it's sweet spaghetti sauce. Stephen P says, "Yeah, I've never heard anything other than gravy. The only gravy I've ever, although I did hear shallow gravy, which is it's a it's a fake band from the Venture Bros. The name of their band is Shallow Gravy instead of grave. Shallow gravy. Tomato sauce is ketchup. Well, tomato sauce, a sauce made from tomatoes, you know. Yeah, I forgot who, but someone said that tomato sauce is gravy. Yeah, never heard it. Never heard it.
Weird.
Sauce,
Well, my family
Italian
never.
sauce is sauce. That's when I think of sauce. If somebody just
I
says sauce, I always think of a red sauce
I
for
concur with
pasta.
you because I'm not an Italian, so I call it sauce
And really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
as long as it's delicious
Yeah, you can call it
and
what you want.
doesn't have and has no mustard in it.
Feel free, yeah, for you. Matt said, "Sounds like Rico's perception of gravy is screwed." I mean, why would you call it gravy? Is gravy an Italian word? I don't believe it is, but maybe it is. Maybe that's where the word gravy came from.
Well,
Do you
look
have
it up.
any experts here? Sausage gravy, have loads of it. Flour makes gravy. It's
Fat
sauce.
makes
Yeah,
gravy.
see, Rocco's Italian. Rocco has Italian roots, and he says it's
Oh.
sauce.
Yeah. Well, I just like it all. So
Maybe it's a New York thing. I honestly don't know. I don't know.
wait, let's say a New York City thing
Oh yeah, yeah,
and metropolitan area
yes.
because New
Petroman
Jersey.
says his mother is from Sicily. She called it gravy. She was 5 feet. Parents are from Scotland. Huh. That's
You
mine
know
is
what?
too. My parents, my mother's side wasn't from Sicily, but my mother's side is all Italian, and my dad's side is all Scottish as well. That's my same makeup. And yeah, I just even my grandma, like I said, she was Italian. I never once heard her call it gravy.
Maybe when
Petroman's
the
from East
Italians
Coast.
came, they didn't know English very good, and they said, "Oh, this is the gravy," and then they're like, "Oh, this is gravy," thinking it's an English word for topping, and they didn't realize sauce. They probably thought, "Well, don't you want some sauce with your mashed potatoes?" And then it's like, "Oh, it's a gravy."
Alishon saying New York City, New Jersey thing, and that would make sense because again, my family, Chicago Italian. So this we've been on. I like this topic a lot better than my friggin' shirt though, so that's good. This is a lot better than that one.
Well, the nice thing about your shirt is you can't see it when you spill your gravy on it.
That's true. Yeah, it's got the little things. Causes hour-long discussion. Yeah, at the end of the day, though, if somebody said to me, do you want gravy on your pasta? I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You know,
I'd be like, "I like gravy. I'll do it."
I'll try it.
There's not much gravy I won't eat.
So you
Well,
would you eat gravy like your kind of gravy that we're thinking on like spaghetti? Would you try it?
yeah. Oh, I've had it. It's like
Really?
that's how we kind of make our stroganoff.
Oh yeah, but not with spaghetti though, right?
My mom will make stroganoff with spaghetti quite often.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
my
never
mom.
had it that way. No, that
She just
sounds
takes-
okay. I'm not like. Well, it's usually like egg noodles or different noodles usually for us.
But no,
But
my
I would
mom
try that
takes
too.
whatever
But
noodles she has.
I didn't even think about that though. That stroganoff, which was a joke that about herd of cattle. Yeah, we won't. It's inappropriate.
Oh. Oh, I just
What
saw
is
Lady
going on in the
Metalhead,
stream right
and
now?
I just saw Lady Metalhead, and I thought it was Lady Meatloaf for a second there.
Lady
I don't know
Meatloaf.
why I thought it looked like
I
meat
would
to
do
me,
anything for love.
but I won't do that.
Lady Meathead. Uh, It is funny that we went on this big thing though. Um,
Well, that's what you get when you watch the Geek Show. We geek out about everything.
Hunky
My
mess.
dad's
Yeah, it's funny.
really.
Hold on. Let me read this one real quick, Ed. Keep that thought in mind. Steph said, my mom makes a homemade style hamburger helper. We call it hunky mess. My mom used to make like a homemade type thing like that too, only we called it testing. And I don't know where she got that from, but I absolutely loved it. testing. Because she would just throw whatever in there. And sometimes it was really good and sometimes it was horrible.
I love Hamburger Helper, and my mom won't touch it.
Why?
She also won't do. She won't make. What makes sloppy joes? You know, the sloppy joe mix, and you mix it all. She won't do that. It's like,
she just doesn't like it.
Her mom must have told her it wasn't good food, and so she won't do it.
She makes stroganoff, which is akin,
but from scratch.
Yeah, but still, it's akin. You know, it's sort of like it. You know.
Yep. I have to get her the mushrooms and everything when she does it.
It's not a shirt, Rico. It's a robe. You know what? I'm getting a friggin' robe. Oh, I have a really nice robe. My daughter bought me one.
You need a cane too, and we could start calling you Moses.
Well, I do have a cane, Ed. Thank you very much.
Does it look like a snake?
No, it's just one of those cheap ones from Walmart. It's red. It's it's got it breaks into little pieces, so it breaks down. And honestly, I took it with me to Keystone Clash and did not have to use it once. I had a little bit of a limp, and that was it.
I've been wanting to get a cane myself.
I don't want to have a cane, but
I don't want one. But when I have one and I have to stand for somewhere for a long time, it was super nice at my friend's father's funeral. Because we stood outside for an hour and a half as everybody told stories about him.
Yeah.
I didn't tell any stories, but I had a umbrella, and I just was like, thank God that it's a rainy day. Because it was so nice to have that cane. Well, it's an umbrella, but it was like a cane.
Jimmy P said the majority of Lithuanian cooking involves broth. See all this talk about gravy as Chattanooga Ed, hungry and hallucinating. Lady Metalhead said. And I just tried to say Lady Meathead. Lady Meatloaf. No, I just called her Lady Meathead. I'm sorry. Lady Meathead. That's horrible. I tried to say Lady Meat. Never mind. Let's go to something else. Let's go back and talk about my shirt. I need to tell my mom now I went over Swedish Meatballs. I wonder what we're having for dinner. My son's home today, so he'll probably cook something.
Now, my grandma,
everybody's getting hungry.
Jenny once made those Swedish meatballs, and I never had anything as good as that in my life.
Yeah.
Only had it once in my life.
What made them stand out? Is just the flavor of them?
I've never had them like that. I've always had them with spaghetti sauce, and she made them with brown sauce, brown gravy or something.
Yeah.
And I imagine.
Was there mushrooms in there too?
I don't remember. Probably. I was a little kid, but I was like.
I can see Ed as a little kid eating meatballs. Mozzarella, Rugat, and Gabagool. The only thing here that I noticed, like that, Alishan was using some of those terms that, maybe down in the city they use a lot more often. Up here I noticed that, and I don't know if this is, maybe it's more common than I know, but my wife's grandma never called it hamburger. It was always Hamburg. It was always just called Hamburg. It was never a hamburger.
So it was a city.
I mean, there is a Hamburg, New York as well, but
there is
in Germany, yeah, but obviously, but yeah, there is but they never. She never called it hamburger. That was the only thing that I've seen here that I really sort of stood out to me as like a weird thing that people say about food, Excuse me.
My German exchange student used to be on the professional ice hockey team in Hamburg. I think they were the Moose, but they might have been the Mosquitoes. But he was on 3 pro teams. He was also on the Ducks and the Bulls. and the Bulls got sued by the NBA. They had to change their logo because they had the exact same logo
Oh,
and this is literally like 10 years ago. They just pulled out that same bull, red and black bull but put it on a hockey jersey.
Paul, did you send? I see that you sent a movie. Is that from the Sopranos? It's a little movie clip. I don't want to play it while I'm on the stream. Never know what's going to get hit with copyright, so I don't want to look at that. Yeah, I am getting hungry though. Squeeze out your sponge filters, instant gravy.
You know what? Can we wrap it up like in the next 10 minutes? I've got a fish filter that's out of water, and I can totally hear it grinding.
Yeah,
it's driving me crazy.
Let's do that. We already went for an hour and 40 minutes, it says, so that would be fine. I think we covered everything. What do you got coming up this week? Let's see. You're
tomorrow. I'm going to be driving all over the place, getting ready for my trip. And then when I hit my trip, I'm just going to chill and do nothing except for trip stuff.
So
I'm going to edit.
You said you're leaving Thursday then. You're driving down Thursday.
Nope, I was. But since Mike, the fish tank barn, is coming, he's going to pick me up.
And that's Wednesday instead then?
Yeah. And I have no idea what time. He doesn't know if it's going to be morning or evening. So
Thursday, are you going to be streaming with James?
Thursday night I will. I'll be in my hotel room.
Okay.
And I have a plan for my crafted. It's going to be a special spooky craft.
Nice. You hear that, people? That should be good. Right here on Chattanooga's Ed channel, Crafted. And I hope you do use the name that we talked about for your one. But you might not even stream that week. That's the Aquashella week. That's already next week.
Crazy. You know what? I think I may have forgotten. You may have to refresh me after it's over. On the name.
It's a playoff of what you already got, but
I know, but my mind's been going 100 miles per hour lately.
Okay. It's not a big deal anyways. Let's see. So that's you on Thursday night. You're going to be there. What about Saturday night with Pam? Are you going to be on that one, or with Lefty on Friday? Probably not, right?
I don't know. We're going to have to see where I'm at on Friday and on Saturday. I just, normally I have a lot of control over everything. And this one, I'm just going to kind of go with the flow.
Yeah. So we might not see Ed the rest of the week except for Thursday night. That'll be like the least you've streamed in a long time.
Maybe Corey might have a stream and I might wave at it on it.
You might be on it. I did tell you that, right? He was looking forward to hanging out with you. He said that to me.
Cool. But he might just take the whole time off too. He might be taking kind of a vacation from it all.
Yeah. Which makes sense. I get it. So then on Sunday, you'll be driving back home?
Monday.
Oh, so Sunday night, you probably won't be on with Bob either then. But you have to play it by ear.
Yeah, because that's the banquet.
Yeah, so you probably won't be there either.
And the banquet and auction, I think, are on Sunday. So, boy, guys, probably going to forget my name. Well, you won't, because I'm going to be putting out a short every day.
So we'll still get some Chattanooga Ed.
Now, even though the shorts, I don't know, I think they're just hurting my other videos. I think people are getting so tired of my shorts, but that's okay.
I don't think so. I think people take them
Crystal's
separately.
Here. Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. Hi.
Well, yeah, and guys, if it does bug you that I'm doing the shorts, I'm sorry. I've picked up, I think, 115 subs since I started the shorts. And I've gotten...
Yeah. I don't think it bothers people. And even if they...
1,000 views.
Nice. Even if people don't like them, they're so easy to avoid. You know what I mean? It's not like it's longer videos and stuff, or they could watch it or just, it's not like it's everywhere. You do one or two of them a day, or maybe one every 8 hours or so is what you got them scheduled, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do one about every 8.
That doesn't seem crazy to me. That seems like a decent amount.
And James taught me how to get rid of the soundtrack. See, I use this editing program that makes all my videos long. And so it won't work with the up and down ones because it puts all this black border on them. So
Oh, I
it
bet
won't
it's
work.
got to be a setting in there, though, right? It's got to be a setting that you can change the ratio.
I don't know. It's on my film thing. I don't know if it has it.
Gotcha.
But I can still do it on my normal telephone editors. I can delete the noise, and then I go to the YouTube page and I click upload, and then I shoot like 45 seconds of a fish, and then I try to get it to the 15 seconds to the best footage, with the least amount of glare or the fish is in focus the most for 15 seconds. And then I really enjoy listening to all the music.
All of it? Because some of
I
the
do.
I don't, not yours, but on mine, when I'm looking for songs, I'm like, yeah, that's crap. Yeah, that's crap. Yeah, that's no good. That's crap.
I do too. But it makes me laugh. I do. I picked one today that was very obscure. Oh, it's my whatever my Oscar is.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that one yet. I didn't watch that one yet. I'm that one's like, I've got that queued up actually right here. I closed it. I have it queued up though. I did see that one come out, and I did see the crayfish, the blue crayfish. Looks a lot like Zoidberg. And somebody asked a question on there about can you keep them with other fish and stuff. So I told them I answered a question for you.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I need to go through and I want to always say thank you for everybody that posts and every thumbs up, because I think that helps it go viral. So I'll respond. I'll give you a heart, a thumbs up, and a response if you put something on one of those. And I'll give myself a thumb up and a heart to myself.
Wait, do your thumb like that again. Put your thumb up. See, people, they were making this morning. I did it, and I put it up like this first, and then I went, and they were making fun of me because.
Isn't it weird how bent thumbs are? Do you ever think about that? Is that from too much pushing pins and things?
Maybe.
Look at how bent that is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It was funny this morning with it.
Fingers are normal. Thumbs are.
So he can make his thumb go back too. Wait, you got to do it just right.
Well, so
the thought it was normal,
yeah. But if you look at that blue crayfish video, it's so funny because there's a little platy behind it, or a molly. I think it's a platy, but it could be not a full molly yet. But as soon as the crayfish came down and started walking towards me in that video, this molly is following behind it. Like, where's he going? Where's he going?
Maybe that's his little buddy. He's like, come on, Jimmy, let's go, Jimmy. What are we going to do today, Jimmy?
Yeah. But always staying far enough that he doesn't get snapped.
Yeah. I saw mine finally catch one. Did I tell you about that? I actually saw. Ooh. So there's a little piece of driftwood over here in a corner. There's a piece of plexiglass in this tank still. It goes across the tank from way back. We made a terrarium out of it at one point, and so there's a piece of plexiglass still in there, and there's a piece of wood, and he was right by those two things, and he was like looking into the corner, and I dropped some, I don't remember which, Ken's fish sticks, the little calcium infused veggie sticks, or might have been the Hikari veggie wafers, whatever, something like that. I dropped it right in there, and he was just right there, and some of the guppies came down, and he just reached out and grabbed one. Right, it was a littler one, and I saw him. Of course, I didn't catch it on video, but I got to see him actually. He grabbed it he didn't grab it with his big pincher, though. It was like the middle-sized one. Like he's got the big one there, the big pincher, and then there's like another one, and then he's got the little one. So he's holding it here, and then his little ones were like eating it. It was pretty cool. I haven't seen him catch any other ones, though, and I don't think he is, because there was a ton of them in there. I think he's too slow. I think that's the first time.
Well, I think I've been trying to decide what to get. And I think I'm going to get a couple of those Tangerine Lobsters is what they call them. They're just little dwarf
And
crawdads.
can you put
that
more
are-
than one of those together then?
I'm thinking you can because they're always in big groups at the fish store.
Okay. Because
So
these ones you're not really supposed to unless it's like a breeding pair, and even then there's some danger. Because I would love
yeah.
to see, I would love to have a bunch of them. So I've been thinking about doing that. So maybe I'll go that route too.
Well, my local store, he has the tangerines and he has the red claws. Now I love the red claws, but they just get he's got a red claw that's almost like that big.
Wow.
She's a full big girl. And I don't know if I want that big of one. So, I was thinking about maybe the blue, like what you've got. But then I was thinking maybe it's the little bitty tangerines and have a couple.
Those do look. I don't know. I'd like to have more than one in a tank, whatever different one I need to get. And that one, it's called I don't know how to pronounce the first name. It's like Chero or Charox Destroyer, something like that. Destroyer
Sounds cool.
is the second part. They got like a lot of purple and blue. I don't know how to pronounce the first part though, and I don't remember how it's spelled. Those look amazing, and I really want to. I want to do that at some point. I want to make a tank that I've got a lot of those different types of things in that do well together. Do well.
Ro, she lives not too far from me. She is really good with crustaceans. And she has some purple and pink ones that are about the coolest crawdads I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know.
She
if
hasn't
I've
been
ever
able to get
seen
them to breed.
Purple and pink.
They are crazy. But she was selling them, I think, for $1,200 a piece. So
holy
super expensive.
Holy lobster balls, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
They got some dope looking yabbies.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the first time that phrase has ever been uttered. They got some dope looking yabbies. Yabbies always makes me think of yabos, which is something different. Dope looking yabos would be a whole different phrase, though. Orange Mexican dwarf crayfish go together, Skull said.
I think that's what they're calling the Tangerine Lobsters, I bet. I bet you that's the correct name of them. Like those electric blue crayfish are also Florida crayfish.
And I'm not sure about mine. I actually think it's the Pennsylvania one.
Oh, they have a Pennsylvania one? That's neat.
It's like spread out to like, I even want to say like West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and somewhere else. Maybe New Jersey? I don't remember where else.
Well, maybe I should just get a crawdad, though, from my local stream.
Yeah.
But it might have parasites.
I had a wild crayfish snag. I had a wild crayfish snag one of my shibukins right out of the water column and chew its face off in about 3 seconds. Wow. Jeez, that's not good.
No.
They are, that mine doesn't seem to, maybe he's just slow or maybe he's used to them now. Maybe he gets fed enough that he's not, he doesn't go after the other fish because there's a lot of guppies in there. There's 3 dwarf blue gouramis. They usually stay a little bit higher though. So, well, we went past your 10 minutes that you wanted to.
Let's call it a day. I want to fill that thing in. My rear end's killing me on this chair today. So I've been squirming, guys.
So let's see, 7 p.m. You've got the Metalheads and you've got Bob Steenfot. 8 o'clock. Drawn a blank.
Oh, is that Lefty and Steven?
Yes, 8:30. Lefty and Steven, 8:30. 9 o'clock, you've got Fishy Biz. And Chubbs, if you're still in here, I don't know if you're 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
I think Chubbs is at 10 o'clock down on the bayou, but I could be wrong.
And I feel like I'm missing somebody else in there too. I really do. Hey, there's Robert.
Hey, Robert. Robert, man, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. About a week left. Woohoo. So we go to Aquashella.
Steven's going next alone. And that would be a fun road trip too, man. You and, hey, there's Austin. Oh, that's what I forgot. Austin is going live right now, right, Austin?
Oh, my gosh.
He's doing not his first stream, but he's thinking about starting to do this stream. Oh, it might be in an hour because it might have been 5 o'clock his time. I can't remember. Fantastic Freaks. Austin, let us know. And maybe somebody could drop his link even. 5 p.m. Central. Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay. All right, there we go.
Steven just
So we got
said
an
no
hour.
Lefty and Steven tonight.
No Lefty and Steven. Okay.
And
Alex,
then he said, "Is there a fishy biz tonight?"
I don't think Alex is tonight. Alex does Tuesday nights. He goes at 7:00, pretty much the same time as myself and Susan, SLC. But yeah, Fantastic Freaks is a new. How do we say that? He's starting. He's not new. Obviously, he's been around for a while, but he's got his new stream, and he streamed before, but not as a regular thing. And he's going to try and start doing it pretty regularly at 6 Eastern time, 5 p.m. Central. So that'll be cool.
Austin's a really cool guy.
Yeah,
you guys, he's a lot of fun.
You'll enjoy it. He's got a lot of very cool tanks, tons of different puffers, 9 different types of puffers he has.
My favorite
cool fish.
part of the football draft is having him talk.
I might
hang out with him.
I might actually win this week. I've got a chance
right.
on both of them. I'm not doing too good. I'm like 2 and 3. But I'm in the. I've got a chance on both of them to win. There are no mods. Oh, Ed has no mods. Ed, you need to make some more mods. We got Liquid Zoo and I think myself.
Oh, Liquid Zoo's the one. Well, James was here. He's one. But that would require me of logging into YouTube.
Hold on a second here, and I'll get Austin's. And it, I think I already saw it set up, so I should be able to get the direct link. Yeah, John's. Matt, if you could do Fantastic Freaks stream for tonight, if you would drop that link, please.
Oh, that's why people
water
need
changing.
mods.
That's okay. I can get it then.
I haven't typed because I was afraid it might say Fish Room Fever. So let's just see what happens. Hi, guys.
I cannot spell.
Nope, it said Chattanooga. That's cool.
I put Fin Static.
Last time I tried typing during a stream, it said that I was James. But that's still, I'm typing from StreamYard instead of YouTube. I should go to YouTube and give myself a thumbs up. Let's see, how many thumbs up do we have, guys? Oh, gosh, it takes so long. That's why I started to log in, but it took too long to log in. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this till afterwards, folks.
Hold on. I don't know if I want to share this link now, though, because of what Austin just said. That was pretty offensive. I don't know if you guys want to go watch him. I mean, that's a pretty offensive thing to say there, Austin. So I don't know.
Rico doesn't believe in anything should be packed. I show him this bag and it repulses him because it's been packed. He likes everything open and boxed.
So I still have a wide receiver to go tonight. And
me too.
And John has 2 wide receivers, but I'm already up 40 points. And I've got Sean Diggs going tonight. So
good luck, John. So
that's close. I mean, there's a possibility for either one. And same, I think, in the other league. I think it's pretty much the same thing. I'm actually down. I'm down at like 20 points. But they are done. They don't have anything else. And I have Josh Allen going tonight. Josh? It's Josh. Josh, isn't it? Buffalo quarterback? Is it Josh?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is Josh.
That didn't sound right to me. So I've got Josh Allen. So as long as he has a pretty decent night, I mean, I only need 22 points to win. So that's pretty.
It'd be cooler if it was Tim Allen.
Yeah, I don't think he would do well.
Is Tim Allen? Is that the name of the character or the actor?
That's the actor's name. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's his acting name.
Tim the Toolman Allen. Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Tim Taylor is the character.
Yeah.
Tim Allen is the yeah.
I don't know what he is on that new show.
I've never had Bucky nuggets. I've never seen a Bucky.
These are so good. This is what the rednecks look like up there in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, what was I calling them? I was calling them
Chipmunks.
but that was wrong.
And
Michelle
then at the end,
they're
see all those crumbs?
Yeah.
I take a spoon and I go.
So it just looks like corn pops.
Yeah, but it's not. It's you know the corn, those cheese corn things.
Cheese corn things?
Cheese corn pops.
Never heard of them. Cheese. Oh, you mean like the orange ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
get cheese balls and stuff.
Yeah,
they also make them look like that. It's that material, but then they like coat it in
brown sugar. It's
brown sugar's number one. Cornmeal, I don't know what that is. Corn syrup, vegetable oil. It's like a whole bunch of deliciousness, but I think there's even like some maple syrup or something in there somewhere. Well, I don't see it now, but these things are great.
Do they have Buc-ee's in Tennessee or in Kentucky?
I don't think so. But
Jess said she's going to be making a stop at Buc-ee's on the way to Aquashella for sure, and maybe again on the way home.
Oh, Jess, remind me to text you after the show.
S says, "Do beaver nuggets come with sauce?"
Only the sauce that your mouth makes as it drools with all the sugarness.
It's very meta of US.
Oh, they're building on a Richmond, Kentucky now.
So maybe it'll be available. How far is Richmond away from Louisville? Probably the other side of the state or something?
Yeah, it's probably down south somewhere.
So like Sweet Cheese Puffs? Sweet Cheese Puffs was my nickname in college. Thank you.
They're just the best thing in the world. That's all I can say, guys. They're like, okay, let's say if you had a prime rib steak and you weren't eating meat and it didn't taste like prime rib, but it was still delicious, you would get a beaver nugget.
I don't think that helps. I don't think that really helps explain the taste very well.
Tastes nothing like prime rib. Nothing like prime rib, but still
well, then I
good.
know exactly what it tastes like then.
Yeah, if it's but really good.
I eat them with immense guilt.
It leans towards the sweet and not the savory flavors.
Do your hands get all sticky?
No, because I do it real careful. And the more browner they are, the more I love them. See, look at this one right here. It's really brown. Oh man, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Paul, I've seen the Buc-ee's. I remember when these guys were going to Aquashella and Sean was recording, and he said he's talked about stopping at Buc-ee's in Chattanooga. Ed said something it'll stay with me forever. He said Buc-ee's is like the Disneyland of truck stops.
Gas stations. That
just stuck with me forever. That will always stick with me.
It truly is.
Now, do they have Stuckey's down there? Stuckey's sound familiar? When I was a kid, we moved from Chicago to Arizona. Stuckey's was like the big place to stop at. It was so exciting as a kid because every state we would get something. We'd get some little, like I was really into like Army Men and stuff then, and so we'd stop and I'd get a pack of plastic Army Men from that Stuckey's in that state.
I don't know.
They
Piggly Wigglies.
They sounded like the same thing as Buc-ee's. Stuckey's and Buc-ee's sound a lot like. There are Stuckey's inferior Buc-ee's. I wonder if they were way back in the day too. Bird Garden's here. Hey, Rack, did you hit the 1K?
Rack is going to be living by the biggest Buc-ee's in America soon.
Did
you hear about that, Rack?
That doesn't sound like a positive thing.
Oh my gosh. They all have 100 gas pumps each. This one, maybe it'll have 200. Who
Stuckey's
knows?
is
I
going
don't know.
away. Stuckey's is no longer. And I mean, we were talking the 1972, I think, is when we moved.
Yeah, that was before I was alive. 985.
Don't tell me that, Ed.
It's going to be 70,000 square feet,
Wow.
120 gas pumps, 20 more gas pumps than the average. It's going to be great, Rat. We're going to have to go to the grand opening.
Jess says she's going to pick up some Bucky nuggets and send them to you. People, if you don't have Rack, can we make a push there? Look, he needs 15 more to hit that 1K. Rack is a part of the Tennessee Fish Mafia. He's a great guy. He's got great content. Even if you don't really care for birds all that much, there's still lots of good stuff there.
He has a picture of a bear, or not just a picture, but a video of a bear checking his joint out. It is awesome. I think he has a bobcat, maybe. I don't remember if that was him or not. But he has a pond, and he has birds, and he has bird food, and it is awesome, guys.
You know, I have a trail cam, and I did have a bird feeder right in the windowsill here. I really need to actually put one out there and see, because we do get, like I said, we get black bear, we get turkey, we get all kinds of stuff here. I need to see what kind of things are in the backyard. See, I leave a lot of brush in the very, very back for the winter time. So there's a lot of brush there, and then we'll burn it the next year. We'll burn that brush that sat all winter and cut down all the other stuff and throw it there and let it accumulate for the next one. So it's not out there for a super long time, but it's out there for at least a season.
Is that to get the deer to get away?
It's just to give whatever, some place to, because there are a lot of hunters and stuff around. I don't think deer really use it too much. They might, because we're not talking massive piles, but good sized
the deer
piles.
will jump out before you light it on fire.
Well, no, we don't burn it there. It comes into the fire pit. We drag it over to the fire pit. It just stays in that area. Yeah, let's somebody, Matt or somebody, can you drop metalheads? Sorry, metalheads. Can you drop racks there? Grizzly bear. Yeah. Well, we don't have any grizzly bears. We just have black bears. That's about it. When
you walk around the woods in Vancouver, you want to be saying, "Hey, bear, here, bear," and the bear will hear you, and it won't come attack. It's when you sneak up on a bear and you don't know you're sneaking up is when you got to be worried.
Yeah, and it's that way too. Like if you're in Arizona and you're hunting rattlesnakes and stuff, not when you're hunting them, but if you're out not hunting them. The safest time for rattlesnakes when you're out there is when you're hunting them, because you're on the lookout for them and stuff. When you're just out hiking and you're not paying attention, that's when they'll get you. But but you do that same thing. You make a lot of noise so that they don't come up.
I'm not against hunting and stuff. I just prefer to buy my meat pre-cut and done. And I prefer to look at the animals hopping around.
My ex-father-in-law would, I went out with him a few times catching rattlesnakes. He had the hoop, the stick with the thing on, and you put the hoop around their head, and just like the dog catcher uses, he'd get, I don't know what he did with them. He did cook. We did eat the meat a few times, but I don't know what he was catching them for. Did we get, there we go. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Maybe he had a neighbor he hated.
Maybe. Knowing him.
That would be so funny if you had neighbor wars and you're throwing rattlesnakes in their yard.
He didn't like me much, so I was pretty brave of me to go out rattlesnake hunting with him. He didn't care for me too much. Again, that was my ex-father-in-law when I was married the first time.
That guy probably sucked.
Yeah, people, let's try and get Bird Garden over that hump. He's so close, and he has been so close for, I don't know, a week or two now. So let's, if people could possibly go over there and subscribe to him. It's great content. Sure, it's not fishy content, but it's still nature. It's still pretty cool.
Birds are cool. Since Rack's gone Bird Garden, I've been looking at the birds a lot more lately.
Yeah.
And I used to look at the birds quite a bit in Missouri, But then when I moved here, I just haven't. I don't know why. Well, I don't get outside as much.
I do like watching birds. I do quite often. And when I used to paddle all the time, that's a big part of it was about watching birds. And didn't you want to stop? We're like,
Yeah. Oh gosh.
we're like, I don't
Yep.
care. I mean, I'm
Well,
fine, but because there's nobody going now except for Corvus, and I'm sure he wouldn't even notice. So
yeah. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming today. Thank you, mods. You guys are all great. Thank you, Rico, for hanging out with me. And I don't know what we'll be doing this time next week. I'll probably be in a car driving back.
yeah.
So
We'll
things
plan
are going
on
to be crazy for me for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll plan on we plan on not doing it next week. Maybe I'll just do the afternoon delight, and if you're around, you can join me, and if not, then that way you don't have any pressure.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome. Well, and guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you eventually again somewhere. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Oh, wait, I want to pop this video and then close it on this, if I can do it. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong buttons.
Paul said, what's for dinner, sauce or gravy?
It's going to be ribeye.
I have no idea.
We got a cow yesterday. Okay, here we go. Whoops.
Well, that was quick.